Gay Paris is one of Australia's most unapologetic underground rock bands. Loud, confrontational, theatrical, and completely uninterested in compromise. Emerging from Sydney's seedy underground, Gay Paris fused dirty blues, swamp rock, punk aggression, and noise rock into something raw, hostile, and unmistakably their own, albeit with some help from like-minded friends, that we'll get into in another episode. This is the story of Gay Paris, where they came from, what they stood for, and why their legacy still looms large in Australian underground music. They are also one of my favourite bands, and I still listen to them at least once a week.
When I first came here, I wanted to say good evening from the town of Apple Man. When I looked down my eyes, I wanted to see you. I fell over. I said my fellow.
Gay Paris formed in Sydney in the late 2000s, at a time when Australian heavy music was becoming increasingly fragmented. On one side were polished metalcore acts. On the other, bands digging deeper into grit, groove, and raw physicality. Gay Paris belonged firmly in the latter camp. Rather than chase precision or trend-driven heaviness, the band leaned into filthy groove, esoteric lyrics, and swagger. Their sound drew heavily from dirty blues traditions, swampy low-end rock, and punk's refusal to behave. From the beginning, Gay Paris positioned themselves as outsiders, a band more interested in confrontation than comfort and intent over approval.
Well, babe, I did you wrong, darling, I'm so sorry. Oh, 'cause you know I played so late, and don't you worry. Where there's a word, there's a lie, where there's a will, it is tonight. Nothing that you dream shall come to pass. And when your moon turns green, from greedy golden trees you won't kiss that lover's lips, you kiss his hers. Did that whole world get gone? Did you never hear that song? Never learn the morning, that's a shame. Well, come now, sing along. From the fun's drift all gone. Drink that spirits to release your pain.
This Newtown, Sydney band is comprised of Luke Whalen H. Monks on vocals, Lachlan Blacktooth Marks on guitar, Adam Six Gun Simpson behind the kit, and Dean Slim Pickens Podmore providing the low end. Gay Paris's sound is heavy, but not technical, oppressive without being ornate. Musically, they pull from dirty blues riffing and primal rhythms, swamp rock grooves that feel slow, thick, and physical. Punk's hostility and minimalism, and noise rock's dissonance and unpredictability. Their riffs are simple but punishing, built on grooves rather than flash. Drums are relentless and physical. Bass is thick, distorted, and ever-present. Guitars are higher end, punishing the eardrums, but you really don't mind. And Monks' vocals are confrontational, more barked than sung, delivering lyrics that feel accusatory, bitter, and often laced with dark humour and fantastical elements. This is music designed to ask questions of the listener and push back, not invite in. Gay Paris built their reputation through a trilogy of albums and live shows that captured the band at their most uncompromising, that swelled and ebbed with kinetic energy. I should know. I went to several of them. Their debut album, The Skeleton's Problematic Granddaughter, released in 2011, immediately marked them as something different. The record was abrasive and groove-heavy, blending dirty blues riffs with punk aggression and a deliberately confrontational tone.
Smell of clothes, wore a mistletoe wreath. Charming drunk man, sharp dresser, real killer, word of a lie. Greeted old friends. I hit the club with a priest in my mouth. Holy water burning my jaws. Full belly, red coat, stretch, handsome and I. Don't you know who I am?
In 2013, Gay Paris followed up with The Last Good Party, a record that expanded their identity without cleaning it up. The band leaned harder into swagger, menace, and dark humor, refining their sound while keeping it dangerous. Their third and final album, Ladies and Gentlemen, may we present to you The Dark Arts, arrived in 2015 and felt like a culmination. Heavier, sharper, and more deliberate, the record distilled everything Gay Paris stood for, groove, filth, and intent, into its most complete form. Across all three releases, Gay Paris never chased accessibility. They chased impact.
So fine, Lord, I got a fever so
Gay Paris were never just a band. They were a provocation. Their visual identity leaned into discomfort, satire, and confrontation, rejecting polished rock imagery in favor of something more real, abrasive, and unsettling. When seen live, the band blurred the line between performance and challenge. Shows felt unpredictable, intense, and often confrontational, not for shock value, but as a rejection of safe, sanitized heavy music. Gay Paris didn't want passive audiences. They wanted engagement or resistance. Gay Paris helped carve out space for Australian bands who didn't fit neatly into genre boxes. Their influence can be heard in bands embracing dirty blues and swamp rock heaviness over technical precision, artists prioritizing groove, attitude, and intent, and performers using stage presence as confrontation rather than spectacle. They proved Australian heavy music didn't need to imitate overseas trends. It could be ugly, funny, abrasive, and deeply local, along with their contemporaries, such as the Snowdroppers, King Parrot, and Totally Unicorn. Gay Paris showed that credibility still mattered, and that underground integrity could be its own reward. Gay Paris never needed chart success to leave a mark. Their impact survives on through the bands they inspired, the scenes they strengthened, the fans who connected with their refusal to conform. The Australian swamp rock scene would have been less swampy without their bombastic presence. They became a reference point for Australian underground acts who value authenticity over polish and groove over gloss. Gay Paris didn't soften with time. They stayed true. And that's why they're remembered. At least for me, anyway. Gay Paris weren't interested in being liked. They were interested in being real. In a music landscape increasingly shaped by algorithms and aesthetics, Gay Paris stood for something raw, confrontational, and human. And that's exactly why they mattered. Before you go, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more stories like this, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. It genuinely helps more people discover these videos and allows us to keep making content about Australia's alternative and indie music history. There are so many lesser known but deeply loved musicians and bands whose stories deserve to be heard, remembered, and celebrated. And your support helps keep those stories alive. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting Australian music, and we'll see you in the next one.